Hello. Stop what you are doing for a second. Yes, just for a moment. I have one question for you. Do you want to speak English confidently starting today without fear? I'm Jessica, and I'm so happy you pressed play. Right now, this moment is 100% yours. Maybe you are walking, cooking, or lying in bed. Wherever you are investing in yourself, in your future, in your English. And that choice, it is powerful, really powerful. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt afraid to speak English because it's not perfect? Maybe you've said, I will speak when I know all the words, or I will practice when I am ready. Guess what? That moment never comes. Waiting is the trap that keeps most students stuck. And today, I will show you why and how to break free. Perfectionism feels safe. It whispers, wait, don't try now. You are not ready. But in reality, it's a cage, a quiet cage. You don't notice it at first. It looks like protection, but it is actually holding you back. Think about a child learning to walk. Do they wait until the perfect step? No. They fall, get up, try again, fall again. And step by step, they get stronger. That is exactly how English works. You need movement, not perfection. You need courage, not waiting. Here's the truth you must hear. Mistakes are your friends. Every mistake teaches your brain. Every correction grows your confidence. Every time you speak, you step closer to freedom. Now repeat after me. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to practice. Say it again. Feel the power in your voice. This is your rule now. Action over waiting. Progress over perfection. And here's how we start today. Speak one small sentence in English every day. It can be simple. Record your voice once a week and listen carefully. Ask one question to a friend in English, even if your heart races. These are small steps, but small steps create big results. Growth comes from doing, not waiting. So, stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start now. Start small. Let progress guide you. Every word you speak, every sentence you try, builds your confidence and moves you forward. We are in this journey together. I believe in you. It's time for you to believe in yourself too. Many students feel nervous when they try to speak English. They think, I must say everything correctly. I cannot make a mistake. This idea feels safe, but it is actually very dangerous. It creates a strong wall in the mind. It blocks words, it blocks confidence, and it blocks progress. Perfectionism looks like a friend, but in truth it is an enemy. It says, do not speak until you know every word. Do not open your mouth until the sentence is perfect. Do not practice until you are sure. But this is a trap. When you listen to this voice, you wait too long. And while you wait, you lose many chances to practice. You lose many chances to connect with people. Think about this. No one in the world speaks perfectly all the time. Even native speakers make small mistakes. They forget words. They change grammar in the middle of a sentence. They stop and correct themselves. But they continue speaking. They do not stop communication just because it is not perfect. If native speakers do not need perfection, why should you? Perfectionism creates fear. It makes your heart beat faster. It makes your mind busy with rules. You start thinking about verb tenses, about pronunciation, about vocabulary. You are so busy thinking that you forget to actually speak. The opportunity passes and you stay silent. This silence becomes a habit. Day after day you lose practice and fluency becomes slower. Fluency is not about perfection. Fluency is about movement. Fluency means words come out of your mouth without long pauses. It means you can share an idea, even if it is not beautiful or complete. The listener understands you. That is communication. That is the real goal. Think about children again. A child does not wait for the perfect sentence before speaking. They simply try. They say half a word. They use the wrong verb. They mix two languages. And adults still understand them. Why? Because communication is more than rules. Communication is about connection. That is how children learn so fast. They do not block themselves with perfection. Mistakes are not problems. Mistakes are teachers. Every time you make a mistake, you discover something new. Maybe you learn the correct word. Maybe you learn a better pronunciation. Maybe you learn how people really say things in daily life. If you avoid mistakes, you avoid learning. Imagine you are traveling and you need directions. If you stay quiet because you do not know the perfect sentence, you stay lost. But if you say, "Excuse me, we're bus station," people will understand. They may correct you, but they will also help you. You achieve your goal. That is success. That is progress. Perfectionism also creates pressure. It makes you believe that English must be like a test, every moment, every word. But language is not a test. Language is life. Language is music, laughter, mistakes, and corrections. It is not about being right every time. It is about being real every time. When you focus only on grammar, you forget the human side of language. You forget that language is a tool. A tool is not useful if it stays in a box. A tool is useful only when you use it, even if not perfectly. Your English is the same. It becomes useful when you open your mouth, when you write, when you try, when you risk. The secret to fluency is practice, not perfection. Practice means repetition, speaking many times, listening many times, trying many times. Practice means mistakes, corrections, and learning. Every mistake is a small step forward. Every sentence you speak, even with errors, is part of your growth. Perfectionism is heavy, but you can put it down. You do not need to carry it. You need courage instead. Courage means speaking when you are not ready. Courage means trying even when you feel nervous. Courage means opening your mouth and letting the words flow, even when they are not perfect. Every student has two choices: stay silent and wait for perfection, or speak now and grow through practice. One road feels safe, but leads to no progress. The other road feels scary but leads to fluency. Fear of judgment and how to overcome it. Many students do not practice English because they feel afraid of other people. They think, if I speak, people will laugh at me. If I make a mistake, people will judge me. This fear is very strong. It makes the mouth stay closed. It makes the brain quiet. And when the brain and mouth are quiet, there is no practice, and without practice, there is no fluency. The fear of judgment is natural. Everyone has it in some part of life. Maybe you remember school days when someone laughed at you for a mistake. Maybe you remember speaking in class and feeling nervous because other students looked at you. These memories stay in the mind, and when you try to speak English, they come back. The body feels stress, the heart beats fast, the hands shake. You want to hide. This is the power of fear. But here is the truth. Most people are not watching you. They are busy with their own lives. And the people who do listen are usually not laughing. They are often impressed that you are learning another language. They admire your courage, even if you make mistakes. Think about it. If you meet someone learning your language, do you laugh at them? No. You feel respect. You want to help. The same happens when you speak English. Fear of judgment is like a wall. It stands between you and the world. It blocks your voice. It blocks your ideas. And it blocks your progress. But every wall can be broken. The way to break this wall is not by waiting until you are perfect. The way is by creating safe places to practice. A safe place can be a friend who is also learning English. You can practice together, make mistakes together, and laugh in a good way, not in a cruel way. A safe place can be a teacher who understands your level and supports your growth. A safe place can even be artificial intelligence. You can talk to a computer program, repeat words, try sentences, and feel no judgment at all. When you practice in a safe place, the fear becomes smaller. Your brain learns that mistakes are normal. You start to feel more relaxed. The voice comes out more naturally. Each small step builds confidence. And with confidence, you can begin to practice in bigger places, with classmates, with new friends, with strangers, even in real situations like traveling or working. It is also important to change how you think about mistakes. A mistake is not a sign of failure. A mistake is a sign of action. It means you tried. It means you used your knowledge in real life. Every mistake gives you information. You discover a new word. You learn a better way to say something. You remember grammar more strongly because you used it. If you never make mistakes, it means you never practice. And without practice, fluency never comes. Another way to fight fear of judgment is to remember your why. Why are you learning English? Maybe you want a better job. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want to make friends around the world. When you remember your goal, the fear feels smaller. The goal becomes bigger than the fear. You think, yes, I feel nervous, but my dream is more important. This thought gives you strength. You can also use small strategies to train your brain. For example, you can speak English out loud when you are alone. Read a book, repeat sentences, or talk to yourself in the mirror. No one can hear you, so there is no fear of judgment. This builds confidence inside. Then when you speak with others, it feels easier. Start small. Speak one word. Say one sentence. Then grow. Each time you speak, the fear loses power. Each time you practice, your confidence grows stronger. Remember, people are not waiting to laugh at you. They are waiting to connect with you. They respect your effort. They admire your courage. Childlike mindset. Learning without fear of mistakes. Children learn languages very fast. They do not study long grammar books. They do not try to speak with perfect rules. They just open their mouths and try. They say wrong words. They make funny sentences. They even invent sounds. And nobody laughs in a bad way. Adults smile, correct them gently, and the child continues. This is why children learn so quickly. They are not afraid of mistakes. Now, think about how adults learn. Many adults want every sentence to be correct. They want the right grammar, the right word, the right accent. They wait and wait before speaking. They check in their head many times. And in the end, they say nothing. Or they say very little. The brain becomes a prison, and the voice stays locked inside. This is the difference between children and adults. Children use language like a game. They test sounds. They play with words. They copy what they hear. They do not care if the sentence is wrong. For them, mistakes are normal. Adults, on the other hand, carry fear. They worry about being judged. They worry about looking silly. They worry about making a small error. And this worry kills practice. Without practice, learning becomes slow and heavy. If you want to learn English faster, you need the mind of a child. This does not mean you act childish. It means you give yourself permission to try, to test, to play with the language. You must say words out loud, even if they sound strange. You must make sentences, even if they are not correct. Each mistake is a lesson. Each wrong word shows you the way to the right one. Imagine a child learning to ride a bicycle. They fall many times. They cry, but they stand up again. Little by little, the balance comes. The same happens with English. If you never fall, you never ride. If you never make mistakes, you never speak. The road to fluency is full of errors. But these errors are not enemies. They are teachers. When you speak English with a childlike mindset, you remove the heavy pressure. You stop asking, "Is this perfect?" Instead, you ask, "Did I try?" And when you try, you grow. Your mouth learns how to move. Your ears learn how to listen. Your brain learns how to connect words. It is the natural process of learning. Many students wait for the perfect moment. They think, "I will speak when I know more words," or "I will speak when my grammar is better." That moment never comes. The truth is, you must speak before you feel ready. You must practice now, not later. Children do not wait. They jump into the pool of language and start swimming. Adults stand outside, looking at the water, afraid to get wet. If you want results, you must jump too. Another secret of children is repetition. They repeat the same word hundreds of times. They say why without fear. And with every repetition, the brain becomes stronger. You can do the same. Choose simple sentences. Repeat them again and again. Do not worry if you sound boring. Your brain is building power. Repetition plus courage equals fluency. Remember this. Nobody laughs at a child who makes mistakes in language. People think, "Wow, look how fast they learn." So why be ashamed as an adult? People will admire your courage. They will respect your effort. Speaking with mistakes is better than silence with fear. The childlike mindset is about freedom. Freedom to try. Freedom to make errors. Freedom to learn out loud. Each mistake is not a stop sign. It is a green light that says, "Go forward, you are learning." Consistency versus intensity. Many students think that learning English means studying a lot in one day. They wake up and decide, "Today I will study 10 hours." They read many grammar books, watch many videos, and do many exercises. It feels good at first. They feel proud. They feel like they are making a lot of progress. But then after that big day, they stop. They feel tired. They feel overwhelmed. And sometimes they do not study for days or even weeks. This is a problem. Learning English is not a race. It is not about one very big effort. Big efforts can make you feel productive, but they do not create real learning. When you study 10 hours and then stop, your brain forgets much of what you learned. Memory works better with repetition and small steps. Learning English is like building a wall. Each brick counts. 1 brick per day is better than 10 bricks in one day and no bricks for a month. Consistency is the secret. Consistency means doing a little every day. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or 30 minutes every day. Even if it seems small, it is enough. Daily practice creates a habit. Your brain starts to expect English every day. Your mouth, your ears, your mind, and your heart begin to adapt. You feel more comfortable with English. You speak more naturally. You understand more. Think about a tree. A tree grows slowly. Every day it gets a little taller. Every day it gets a little stronger. You do not see big changes in one day, but after months and years, it is strong and tall. Learning English works the same way. Small daily practice grows into fluency. Intensity is not useless. Intensity can help sometimes. Studying for a few hours in a focused way can give a quick boost. But if you only do intense study once in a long time, it does not last. You forget. You lose motivation. You feel frustrated. That is why intensity without consistency is not effective. Consistency gives safety. It gives confidence. Every day you study, your brain remembers a little more. Your vocabulary grows a little more. Your sentences become easier. Mistakes happen, but you correct them faster. Small daily doses are like small steps on a mountain. Each step is important. You may feel slow, but every step brings you closer to the top. Many learners ask, "How long should I study every day?" The answer is simple. Just do something. 10 minutes is enough if you are consistent. 20 minutes is better. 30 minutes is excellent. The key is daily action, not one big day. Think about brushing your teeth. You do not brush once a month for 10 hours. You brush a little every day. English is the same. Small daily practice becomes a habit. Another important point: consistency reduces stress. Intense study in one day makes you tired and anxious. You feel pressure to perform. Daily practice, even if small, is relaxing. It becomes natural. English becomes part of your routine. You do not need to force yourself. You just practice every day, and your brain learns automatically. Consistency also increases confidence. When you do something every day, you feel capable. You feel in control. You start to believe that learning English is possible. You do not need to wait for the perfect moment. You just need to show up, even for a short time. Every day counts. Every day builds strength. Remember this: fluency is not built in a single day. It is built with small, steady actions. Intensity is tempting, but consistency is powerful. Daily practice is the path to real progress. Even 10 minutes every day is better than 10 hours once a month. Small steps, repeated daily, create a strong and lasting habit. Active English versus passive English. Many learners spend a lot of time listening to English. They watch series, movies, YouTube videos, and listen to songs. They enjoy it. They understand some words. They feel like they are learning. This is good. Listening is important. It helps your brain get used to English sounds. It helps you understand how words are pronounced. It helps you hear how sentences are structured. But listening alone is not enough. This is what we call passive English. Passive English is when you only watch or listen. You do not speak. You do not write. You do not try to use English yourself. You enjoy it, but your English does not grow as fast as it could. Passive learning is like watching football games without playing. You see how players move, how they score goals, how they pass the ball. You understand the game. But if you never touch the ball, never run on the field, never practice, you will never become a good player. Active English is different. Active English is when you produce English. You speak. You write. You record your voice. You answer questions. You try sentences. You make mistakes. You correct them. You use English in real situations. Active English is like training every day on the field. You practice passing, shooting, and running. You become stronger. You become faster. You improve. Many students are afraid of active English. They think, I will make mistakes. They worry about their accent. They do not want people to laugh. But mistakes are necessary. Mistakes are teachers. Every mistake helps you learn. Every time you speak, even if it is wrong, your brain gets stronger. You remember words faster. You remember grammar rules better. You build confidence. Active English can be simple. You do not need a teacher or classroom every time. You can speak to yourself. You can describe your day out loud. You can write a short text in English and read it. You can record your voice and listen. You can send audio messages to friends or teachers. Every small action is active English. Every small action helps you grow. Another example, vocabulary. Listening gives you new words. You understand some of them, but if you never use them, you will forget them. Active English forces you to use vocabulary. You speak it. You write it. You repeat it. Your brain stores it permanently. You create connections. You create fluency. Active English is also important for confidence. When you produce English, you see that you can do it. You see progress. You see that you can communicate. You stop being afraid of speaking. You stop feeling stuck. You start to enjoy English. You start to feel free. Passive English has a limit. You can understand some things. You can enjoy content. But your speaking, writing, and thinking in English do not grow fast. You can feel stuck for months or years. You need to move from passive to active. You need to take small actions every day. Speak 5 sentences today. Write a short paragraph tomorrow. Record your voice for 1 minute. These small steps build active English. Remember this. Fluency is not about watching more series. It is not about listening to more songs. It is about using English every day. Active English is the key. Passive English is only the first step. Listening is important, but speaking and writing create real progress. You will make mistakes. That is normal. Mistakes are part of learning. The more active you are, the faster you improve. English is like a muscle. Listening is seeing someone lift weights. Producing English is lifting the weight yourself. The more you practice actively, the stronger your brain becomes. The more you speak and write, the faster your fluency grows. Every day, choose to do something active. Speak, write, record, answer, or repeat. Active English makes real learners. Passive English keeps you watching from the sidelines. The power of identity. See yourself as an English speaker. Many learners think about English as something far away. They say, I am learning English, and they feel like beginners forever. This is normal, but it can slow progress. When you see yourself only as someone who is learning, you create distance. You feel small. You feel afraid. You think, I cannot speak yet. I need more rules. I need more words. This thinking stops action. It stops fluency. The secret is identity. Identity is how you see yourself. Identity is the words in your mind about who you are. If you say, I am a learner, that is your identity now. But if you change it, even in your mind, your learning changes. Imagine saying, I am an English speaker. Not perfect, not fluent yet, but a speaker. This changes everything. When you see yourself as a speaker, your brain starts to act differently. You take more action. You speak more. You practice more. You feel more confident. Identity affects posture, motivation, and confidence. Posture. When you see yourself as a speaker, your body changes. You sit up straight. You speak louder. You do not hide your voice. Motivation. When you are a speaker, you want to speak more. You enjoy practice. You do not wait for the perfect moment. Confidence. When your identity is a speaker, mistakes are smaller. Errors are normal. You know you are practicing, and practicing is part of being a speaker. Many students are afraid to speak. They think, I will sound wrong. People will judge me. This fear is stronger when your identity is, I am learning. But if your identity is, I am a speaker, the fear becomes smaller. You accept mistakes as part of your journey. You accept that speaking English is a skill, not a test. Identity creates courage. Identity creates action. Identity creates growth. A powerful exercise is to speak in your mind. I am an English speaker. I speak English every day. I can communicate. I can improve. Repeat it. Believe it. Act like a speaker. Small actions reinforce identity. Speak 5 sentences out loud. Record yourself. Send a voice message. Write a short text in English. Each small step builds identity. Think about vocabulary. A learner sees words as difficult. A speaker sees words as tools. A learner waits for perfect grammar. A speaker uses grammar to communicate. A learner stops after one mistake. A speaker keeps going, repeating sentences, trying again. Your brain begins to act like a speaker, not a student. You think, speak, and feel like a speaker. Identity also changes your environment. A speaker finds opportunities. They talk to friends in English. They write messages. They answer questions. They do not hide. A learner waits for classes or lessons. A learner waits for permission. A speaker creates chances. A speaker practices every day. Remember, identity is not about perfection. It is not about knowing everything. It is about seeing yourself in action. It is about being part of English now. Even small sentences make you a speaker. Even small conversations make you a speaker. Even mistakes make you a speaker. Identity grows with practice. Identity grows with action. Identity grows with courage. Every time you speak, you reinforce identity. Every time you write, you reinforce identity. Every time you listen and respond, you reinforce identity. The more you act like a speaker, the more your brain believes it. Your mind stops saying, I am only learning. It starts saying, I am a speaker. I use English. I communicate. I can do it. Identity is the invisible power behind fluency. Students who see themselves as speakers take risks. They practice every day. They speak with friends, teachers, or even themselves. They do not wait for perfect grammar. They do not wait for perfect vocabulary. They do not wait for perfect confidence. They start speaking now. They start being a speaker now. English is not only a skill, it is also a part of who you are. The sooner you see yourself as a speaker, the faster you grow. The sooner you act like a speaker, the faster mistakes become learning. The sooner you believe in your identity, the sooner fluency becomes real. Identity is not magic. It is action. It is mindset. It is seeing yourself in English, even before perfect words come out. Text, microvictories, celebrate your progress. Learning English is not only about words or grammar. It is also about your mind and feelings. Many students forget this. They study a lot, but only see mistakes. They do not celebrate small wins. This is a problem. When you do not notice your progress, you feel frustrated. You feel slow. You feel tired. You may even think, I cannot learn English. But this is not true. You are learning. You are growing. You just need to see it. Microvictories are small successes. They are tiny moments when you do something in English that you could not do before. For example, you understand a sentence in a video without subtitles. You ask a question to a teacher in English. You write a short text that someone can read and understand. You speak for 1 minute without stopping. These are microvictories. They are small but very powerful. Every time you celebrate a microvictory, your brain learns to be motivated. Your brain starts to enjoy English. It says, "Yes, this is good. Keep going." Motivation is like fuel. Without it, learning is hard. With it, learning becomes easier. Even 5 minutes of practice with focus can become a microvictory. Even repeating a sentence correctly after mistakes is a microvictory. Some students only celebrate big goals. They think, "I will be happy when I speak perfectly." But perfect fluency is far away. Waiting for it is dangerous. You will feel frustrated every day. Microvictories solve this problem. They make you happy every day. They make your mind want to learn more. They make your confidence grow step by step. Here are some examples of microvictories you can notice. Understanding a word you did not know before. Using a new verb correctly in a sentence. Answering a question in English without help. Making a small conversation with a friend or teacher. Finishing a lesson or exercise that you thought was too hard. Celebrate every small win. Smile. Say, "I did it." Record your voice. Send a message in English. Show it to a friend. Your brain connects action and reward. You feel proud. You feel ready for the next step. This is how fluency grows, one small victory at a time. Microvictories also help reduce fear. Many learners stop speaking because they are afraid of mistakes. When you notice small wins, mistakes feel smaller. Mistakes become lessons. You see that you can do more than you think. You see progress every day. You start to speak more because your mind says, "I can do this." Even short practice sessions can be powerful. Reading a sentence, repeating it, and understanding it is a victory. Listening to a song and recognizing words is a victory. Writing a message in English and sending it is a victory. Speaking one sentence aloud is a victory. Each of these small actions builds your fluency over time. Your learning is a game for your mind. The brain loves rewards. Microvictories are rewards. They're like points in a game. The more points you have, the more motivated you become. You play every day. You get better every day. You feel proud every day. Without rewards, your mind loses interest. You stop practicing. You stop growing. Do not wait for big moments. Do not wait to speak perfectly. Do not wait to understand everything. Notice every step. Celebrate understanding one word. Celebrate saying one sentence. Celebrate finishing one exercise. Celebrate speaking for 1 minute without stopping. Celebrate listening and understanding a short conversation. Celebrate writing one paragraph correctly. This is the secret. Microvictories make learning fun. They make your brain want more. They make confidence grow. They make fluency possible. Every small action counts. Every small step matters. Every small win is a victory. Your English grows step by step, minute by minute. Your brain becomes active, motivated, and confident. Remember, fluency is not a race. It is a journey. Every small success is a step forward. Do not ignore these steps. Celebrate them. Your mind will thank you. Your confidence will grow. Your English will improve faster than you expect. Microvictories are small, but their power is enormous. Learning English is not just about words or grammar. It is about your mind, your feelings, and your habits. Every step you take, every small action, every mistake, and every victory matters. Perfection is not the goal. Speaking without fear is the goal. Making mistakes is not bad. Mistakes teach you. They help your brain learn faster. Do not wait to speak until everything is perfect. Do not stop because you feel shy or afraid of judgment. Everyone learns at their own pace. The most successful learners are the ones who try, who speak, who practice every day, even a little. Consistency is stronger than intensity. 10 minutes every day is better than 10 hours one day and nothing for a week. Remember the power of microvictories. Every sentence you say, every question you ask, every word you understand is a win. Celebrate it. Smile. Record yourself. Share your small victories with friends, teachers, or even AI. This builds confidence and motivates your brain to keep going. Use the active English method. Listening is good, but speaking, writing, and recording your own voice is even better. Practice is the key to fluency. Adopt the mindset of a child. Do not be afraid to test, to play, to try, and to make mistakes. Speak aloud. Speak often. The more you practice, the faster you grow. See yourself as a speaker of English. Identity changes everything. When you feel like someone who already speaks, your motivation grows. Your posture changes. Your confidence grows. You stop waiting, you start acting, and you move forward every day. Everything you have learned here, from overcoming fear to celebrating microvictories, from practicing consistently to speaking actively, works together. They are not separate tips, they are a system for real progress. Your English grows not in big leaps, but in small daily steps. Every small action adds up. Now it is your turn. Take all these lessons and put them into action. Speak, make mistakes, celebrate every win, and keep going. You can do this. Every day is a new chance to grow, to learn, to speak, and to feel proud of yourself. If you are ready to transform your English and become a confident speaker, subscribe to the channel now. Join our community of learners who practice, speak, and grow together. And if you watched until here, leave a comment below telling me what your first microvictory will be today. I want to celebrate with you.